And good morning and welcome to the VSA Capital 5-Minute Morning Miner. It's Monday the 13th of September. Paul, morning, how are you? How was your weekend?
Oh, pretty good. Thank you. Appreciate it very much.
That's good. We're always happy to give you a weekend, Paul. You know, we're really quite nice employers, aren't we?
That's right.
There's no need to say thank you for the weekend, don't worry. Right, let's kick off. Actually, I'll tell you what I think we ought to just touch base on first is ferroalloys, because they put out a little RNS today. I don't know if you saw that, Paul, but I'm very happy to talk about it, actually.
Yeah, go ahead.
And the reason I'm happy to talk about it is one of the key things they talk about here is what they've basically announced is that they have the receipt of a patent for the technology to make electrolyte, which is suitable for vanadium flow batteries. Now, I think anybody who knows me knows that I'm an absolute convert to flow batteries. They are the answer to long-term energy storage, which means the answer to renewable energy, which means the answer to everything. You know, if you look at ITM Power, for instance, that had results today, ITM Power actually cannot produce green hydrogen without renewable energy, and you cannot have renewable energy without energy storage, and lithium doesn't work, but vanadium flow batteries do. So this is actually quite an important thing that's come out here of ferroalloys, and ferroalloys actually is in my view pretty cheap at the moment. Obviously, you've got Sir Mick Davis now as chairman. He's running it and he's getting on. He's going to put this into production. I have no doubt about it at all. So it's a pretty exciting announcement. And actually, the little strategy, if you were, I would be happy to go long ferroalloys, short Bushveld. I'm hearing a few noises on Bushveld that aren't too good. Costs have got a little bit too high. Anyway, there you go. There's my 2 pennies worth to get you going, Paul. What have you got for us today?
Well, first of all, we got Horizont Minerals, the AIM-quoted developer of nickel laterite in Brazil. They've hit a really good milestone here with the completion of or confirmation of the secured credit facility from the export banks and that's a big threshold for their $146 million worth of their development note money needed for the Araguaia and nickel laterite project. So that kind of endorsement, and certainly with all that due diligence that the export banks do, that should put a lot of confidence behind other investors in order to fund the capex for the mine.
Yeah, we like Horizont. It's good business, and if you want a nickel exposure, it's a good one to have, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. What else? You got Afritin had some production. What was that like, Paul?
Yes, African's quarterly production update here for Q2. They had a third consecutive month where they exceeded the design capacity of 185 tons, or a target of 180 tons, and with 185 tons this time. And that means they've managed to sustain that, so they're going to proceed here with the next stage of expansion, which is already started here at this point in time. Ended up with also better running time on the processing plant here with 127,000 tons processed of ore during Q2. So efficiency is up, productivity is up, tin production is up, looking all very good.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's one where they raised money the other day at 6p, and it's just trading below it, and I can't help but feel that's become a little bit of a hurdle, but it should go higher. I think should be able to go back over 6p. What else, Paul?
We have, for instance, Firefinch's interims. Firefinch being the ASX listed gold producer that took over the Marilla mine when they bought it from Rand Gold in Mali. Those interims looking fairly decent here at this point as well, with increase during the interim period of reserves to 50 million tons at 1.5 grams gold for just under 2.5 million contained ounces of gold. They also did a deal with Jiangxi Ganfeng during this period too to get Ganfeng to commit $130 million in three-stage payments toward the development of their Goulamina lithium project in Mali as well. So during the period, they had an overall loss here of $8.25 million, but have cash on hand at $58.5 million. And they're on continuous production there at Marilla. So to be expected during these ramp-up periods, but otherwise making good progress.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting how we keep hearing about Ganfeng putting money into lithium projects around the world. They're literally capturing all the lithium out there, aren't they?
Yes, they're sure trying to. They're going to make sure that they're the number one integrated producer going forward, if at all they can, under everything under their power anyway.
Yeah, the West needs to wake up though. It's going to, the drive and the requirement for lithium is going to be huge, and the West has got to get its own supplies sorted out. But there you go. That's another story. Keep going, Paul. Anything else?
Yes, the little outfit called VSA, which is AIM quoted, that's had Philippines copper project called Mankayan for a number of years. They terminated a deal that wasn't otherwise going through back in April, and they've announced today that they have a new deal arranged with a firm called, for short, IDM, and Bezant will hold 27.5% of IDM, and the shareholders of IDM will hold the remainder. It's a fairly small commitment deal at this point because the first order of business is to secure again the lapsed mining license on the Mankayan project.
Okay. Anything else?
That should do it for me for today.
That sounds good, Paul. Very good. We'll speak again tomorrow.
See you then.